Hello everyone and welcome to the final round of the Manufacturers Cup for the online qualifiers in 2026. We didn't want it to come down to Watkins Glen, but it has due to actions in round 4, and we all know this is my bogey track. This place doesn't really let me off and I can't get on with it, and it gets in your head. Is that what's going to happen today? Or are we actually going to come through with a strong finish this series? Let's find out. It's the final round. The points are required, and of all the places, it has to be here. Welcome to Watkins Glen for the final round of the Manufacturers Cup. I am once again joined by Dev.
Hey everybody, hopefully everyone's excited for this last round of the manufacturer race.
The game ain't going to let me go out and play. 5 minutes for qualifying for this one. We have got qualifying in the video because the race is quite short, but we have got a sting in the tail for this one. The tyres are going to obliterate themselves after a certain amount of laps. Dave, you like to run through the race rules with us while I get warmed up for this qualifying session?
Absolutely. So this race is going to be a tire race. It is a one-time fuel consumption, but a 5-time tire burn with required required dry tires of medium and hard. We don't expect rain, but they're always available, so we always have to at least acknowledge they exist. So, with that being said, when it comes to the tire strategy for the race itself, it is 18 laps.
17.
So, 17, okay.
Yeah.
Because the math is 18 when you do the math. Because
Yeah.
the mediums will drop off really hard on lap 7. The hards drop off really hard at 11, which is where I get the 18 from. So we realistically have 1 lap overlap of when do we box before we have to fight the tire for an extra lap just to try to gain something on the other stick. So it's going to be very, very interesting on what we do with the tires. We have a strategy in mind, but all the strategies are always in place before qualifying, so we just need to see where we are before the race starts to see how we implement those strategies.
Yeah, we need to hook this up really well. As many of you guys know, a long time watching the channel, this is my bogey track. There's no worse place for us to have the final round than here.
Mm-hmm. No, when you saw this list, you're like, oh, great, Watkins Glen. Because kind of peek behind the curtain for everyone who is listening right now. We actually were very tempted not to even do this race because of things happening in our personal lives outside of the series. But after what happened and the results we had last Wednesday, not the week ago, but the week prior, we had to rearrange some things to make sure that we got this race in because this race became even more important than ever because of what happened at Nordschleifer and the
Yeah.
result we got there. So now we put a little extra time, but this is a track that you said, yes, you don't like, but it's a track you've been personally trying to grind outside of this series to get better at because you
Yeah.
really want to be better at American tracks.
Yeah, American tracks want to be better at. As you guys know, I'm softening my hardened view towards Daytona, but this one still catches me out. I prefer a more technical track. This one's very quick and sweepy. It's not anything I can really get on with. And my lines through some of these corners, this next section, this middle section, the heel toe section, I really can't get on with, especially this corner. I hate this corner. This corner sucks. It's off camber, it pulls you out to the right, but you need to swing to the left, and you've got to be late on the entry. This corner once again is cambered, uphill, it wants to pull you away, the back of the car is fighting the whole way through. The other 2 corners you really need to get right in this section, otherwise you're going to struggle the whole way through. And this corner I've been struggling with all week. Chuck it in. Careful on the power so don't cross over the line on the other side. Blind side corner, nowhere near the apex, park a bus between the apex there. They're 146s, okay.
Oof, this is a fast lobby for a D lobby.
Yeah, I know, right? We're gonna get one more swing at it.
.147.1 is not too bad.
very fast lobby, this.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see when we pull up the points table. This is definitely the most competitive lobby we've seen all series, and honestly, the most competitive lobby we've seen in quite a while outside of that. Like, we haven't seen points like this in a while.
It's worth noting this is after the 1.67 update, so the new Porsche is in play, but only one person who's driving the Porsche has taken it, and that is FB Cheese, and it is a very, very nice car. It's great to drive.
Oh yeah, I was actually very intrigued when they dropped that update to allow this car into this final race, but that was assuming that a lot of people picked Porsche to be their manufacturer anyway. So it's one of those situations where unless you were driving that manufacturer beforehand, it really didn't matter.
Yeah. Given we have Yas Marina as daily race C next week, I may run the Porsche there if it's Group 3s, which we are expecting.
Oh yeah, enjoy the new car, absolutely.
I've tried a bit too hard, I think, on this lap. Yes, I was pushing too hard.
Yeah.
Could not get it together.
That's fine. That's fine. This is about where we were expecting everything.
Yeah. It's good to see a healthy amount of BMWs in this lobby. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in here.
Yeah, this is a track that the BMWs love.
Oh yeah. And our battle against Audi for number 1. It's important we all get a good result.
So we are starting for the tail end of the race, which is fine. Our expectations for this race were very much tempered. Yes, we were talking about how we wanted to overperform and we wanted to get good results here. This is what happened at Nordschleifer. But we also didn't want to put ourselves in a position we were putting the bar too high.
For the last time then, in this series, let's go get it. Let's get a grid run down quickly. And see how we get on with this. I'm not feeling this one, if I'm honest with you now. I'm really not feeling this one after that qualifying session. Let's see what we get then. Super on pole for Andrea Visner in Red Bull livery, because there's always Red Bull livery, and standard BMW alongside that for Jack Map9. Lincoln Racing alongside in the other BMW, good strong show for BMW in this one. The brand new Porsche for FB Cheese. I wish you put livery on that. 296 for Raphael alongside him. Then the old Porsche for Gustave in 911 RSR. Another BMW, very blue. Well, there's a lot of stickers on that with 2 luckies. Another BMW Ferrera in the Joker Team livery. The old Porsche then again for Racing Tobin. And the BMW again for... There's a lot of BMWs and Porsches in this one. Peugeot alongside that for Startro. Jay Weirs alongside. And ourselves in 13th. Not a great start position, but we do what we can with it. And Nick Ben in the Red Bull Peugeot. The Dodge Viper, bloody hell, hello. For Dimitri. And Adrian Est alongside that. Okay, let's see how this goes. I'm nervous. I'm not really feeling it now. Okay.
I would say, really at this point, if we would get, like I said, 8th gets us to where this race isn't the worst race.
Yeah.
7th gets us where it's, or not 7th, 10th gets us where it's just barely the worst race. So
yeah.
If we can get +3 to +5, like that is doable in this track.
Yeah. Let's go get it then.
And then, let's just be honest, being the back of the pack for this first turn, not necessarily the worst thing in the world. because of that.
Hello, Carnage.
Now this track has
oh god.
Areas where it can cause chaos and cause confusion and cause worry. But it also has some very liberal track limits in some of these corners, especially like in this bus stop area. where you could actually put 3 of your tires into that last part of that chicane and not really get punished in terms of track limits or in terms of dirty tires. So if you're driving this track as a driver, you have some liberalness to some of these areas. Now, with that being said, it does have
Steady
other
on.
turns and other corners that will fight you hard. So you definitely have to learn this track and kind of learn how where you can push and where you have to learn the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, my little one's just waking up, so you're gonna hear her cough and make some noises in the background.
That's
Not too bad. That was one of the corners you were most worried about.
yeah. Yeah, flag. There's one round.
There we go, already +2. Look at that.
Oh, that's not fair.
There's dust up somewhere. There you go. Purple. I don't know, it's lap 2. Everyone's purple and that's purple.
Everyone's purple, I think. No, there is. I can't remember how it works. It's only purple until the passenger car sets the lap, and then it's green. So if they're too far ahead on lap 2, that can still be a green. It's really weird how it works.
That is a situation where if that's a green, you're already losing.
Yeah, you just might as well just quit the lobby. Just go home.
They went too far wide.
They're having a bit of a struggle with that thing.
Here's the technical stuff.
Ooh. No, by all means, just slow the car right up so I can't go past. That's fine. It's just I want to get around
Like
you.
in the middle of the
You can't park there, mate. Got him. Got him.
There we go. Good solid second.
Keep it on, keep it on, keep it on.
And then as you can see for those looking at the mini map, this lobby is going to extend and get wider and gap here. So we're going to be driving a little bit of a lot of one-on-one battles for the majority of this race until the pit window is open. And then it's going to cluster up again and then it's going to stretch out. So there's going to be a lot of one-on-one fights. Very rarely we're going to be in clusters of 2 to 3 cars. And all we really have to do is take advantage of other people's mistakes. So if we drive like this, we're going to see people pick up those track limit penalties. We're going to see people pick up those contact penalties, take the corners wide. And
that's the new Porsche out of it.
So.
A lot of people struggling with this. We're still on the hard tyre. If other people started mediums, we're in a good position here.
Oh, we're in a very good position. And we're going to be on this hard. Like, we're going to be on this hard till about lap 10, and then on 11 we're going to box out. Because then, as we talked about during qualification, there is like a 1 lap overlap where we could either shorten a stint and extend the mediums by a lap.
Yeah.
But
it's the only play we've got in our strategy. That's it.
And honestly, it's a play that we don't even feel comfortable with.
No,
I don't. Rather do. And after conversation in the practice lobbies of the week, we determined that it's better for us to have 7 good laps on the median than to try to push an 8th questionable lap.
One less pleasure. Check and see the Porsche driver's got a penalty because he went quite wide through there. The front runners are all mediums.
Oh yeah, usually it's usually the case. Like the top 3 to 4 drivers usually go on the center compound and get away from everybody, and then everyone else you play the more conservative game. Because we're already +5.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not even a third away through a fifth away through the race, and just driving carefully, driving conservatively has gotten us exactly what we want.
Abigail giving us some feedback there.
Yeah. For those who don't know, I mentioned a little one. I have a 3-month-old, so sometimes you hear her in some of the races. She is a handful, but she actually loves racing. She loves the sounds of sports cars and just driving in general. So she listens to this all the time, and she actually does enjoy the sound of the cars. So
you got to educate them right at a young age.
Yeah.
Forget your Cocoa Melon and stuff like that. This is the real stuff.
Oh, Cocoa Melon's never touching my house. Yeah, my wife's awake every lesson. Yeah, no. But yeah, so you're. Apologies for anyone for the remainder of the race. I'm holding her. She's just waking up, so she may put her input every once in a while. So I'll try to limit any craziness from her, though. So we're 5 laps in.
Look how worn the pads are already.
Yeah, no, it does. And that's why we're starting hard compared to the mediums. If we were in the mediums right now, we'd be a little bit more tiptoey.
Yeah. We might actually at one point lead this race.
I think we will, depending on how many people ahead of us are on the mediums.
That's wide.
Saved it.
It's gravy.
Saved it with a good sweeping entry into the corner. So actually, it ended up being a good little save.
Don't mean to brag, but.
But that's where you can push this track a little bit because it does have some forgiveness. But there's areas, especially like this middle sector here, that will bite you hard. So you can't just expect to be able to save it and not get hit on this track. This track will punish you for mistakes.
There's some tracks in this game and on other games I can feel relaxed to put a fast lap in. I am always, every lap, on edge around here. Because I'm always pushing so hard because I know how bad I am around here. So I'm putting the extra effort and it makes it even worse for me sometimes, I think.
Yeah, it's the classic, you push too hard or you try too hard, you do worse kind of piece. It's one of those, and it's a good adage whenever you're practicing or racing or just in general, that you don't want to race angry, you don't want to race nervous, you don't want to race tense. You want to race relaxed, you want to race calm, you want to be in your happy space, because if you don't race in those areas mentally, you're just going to your performance is going to suffer. It's like that in anything, right?
Yeah, it's not anything.
So this track is definitely a practice in that. And then today we're definitely showing the fact that we came in with a mental strategy on top of a physical tire strategy that hopefully succeeds.
I've been consistent, which is what I wanted to be. Whoa, you faker. I shouldn't open my mouth.
We're fine.
That's a penalty.
Yeah, it's fine. Everyone's going to get a penalty. If you get 17 laps on this track without a penalty, good for you. But it's not going to happen. So we're gonna stop a spot, and that's where everything will fight you. No, it's fine. It's fine. We have plenty of time. We can make those spots back up. Let's get those tires on. Let's get the dirt off the tires. Serve the penalty, and now we'll have 10 laps of space and time to claw back up to that spot. Because as we've already seen, people are going to make mistakes. Not just us, but that's how we got the 7th. It's just mistakes. So we just have to climb up again. Just take a deep breath. We got this. Because now, as we see who the car ahead of us,
Why is he getting to medium so early?
that's what I was going to say. But we're going to start seeing these medium drivers go into the pit area, where we can get track position, try for the overcut, and just stick to the strategy.
I'm struggling so hard in the tile.
I mean, if you want, you
Nah,
could
I
fit on
can't.
that 9 car.
I can't. It has to be 10. The
No.
drop off for the medium's too big.
Okay. So just survive for 3 laps. No big deal. Because I'm going to be curious on this lap, if not this lap or the next lap, how many medium runners are on. So we'll keep an eye on the pit lane over the next 2 laps for sure.
What time is it at the moment?
Like,
real life time. I didn't know that down, sorry.
I was like, I had to come on here and cross that. I was like, let me find one. So the first of the medium runners going, one of the leaders. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the leaders stretch like mediums to 8 or 9. Just because they're not pushing as hard as maybe a mid-pack medium would. But we see these medium runners down the medium in the middle of the pack, where we're going to be able to take advantage of having a faster compound in a lap and a half. So we're in the middle of the pack again, almost to where we were before the pack corners and the bus stop and all that stuff. So we're exactly where we want to be. Yes, we're in worn hards, but I think our mediums are going to make up for this, for some of these positions, so not too worried.
It needs to be mistake free. And it hasn't been mistake free.
Well, it can be for another 2 laps, and then we can just have a whole new race on the mediums. Because, as any driver will attest to, driving on hards and driving on mediums are 2 very different types of races.
Especially when the tires wear as much as they are.
Yeah, when we put the new boots on, we're going to have to shift our mentality and shift how we handle the car. So that's basically a whole new race for us, which is great. It gives us an opportunity to hit that reset button. Leaders are pitting. So all those medium runners are pitting now.
Quite a what? It's worth noting, tyre wear's worse than it was in practice.
That sounds right.
Much
In
worse.
practice, we're in a track by ourselves, and it's just being in fights, being in battles, taking this, just using more of the track makes sense.
If I might get to the BMW if I did a work, don't go anywhere near it. We want a good result for BMW. They're the leaders ahead of us, so.
Yeah, let the leaders run their race. The fact that where we're at is just more of a pit strategy position than a net position. But we want to put ourselves into a spot where that net matters once we box, because we're not trying to intentionally overcut, but we're just, the way we're going compared to some of the other drivers on the track, we're just doing an overcut strategy.
Trying to get the car stopped.
Do you think you have? Whoop, whoop.
Ooh-wee. Oh, Nelly.
Someone's not liking. That was cold, hard to a corner right there.
The BMW hates that corner at the best of times. Even the Supra had a twitch out there as well. I'm not liking the hard tyre. Should we do it this lap?
I mean, if you feel the hards can't make another lap safely, yeah, go for it. I mean,
No, we won't.
we'd be risking the mediums, but I think we really should go on 10, especially with the degradation of mediums.
Yeah.
We would be tiptoeing around the last 2 laps.
I won't fight cars that approach.
No, you won't have to. There's no need to. Like we said, this where we're at right now on the track is not a net position. It's just a strategy. So we're not net 3 right now. We're just trying to figure out where we can put ourselves to get into a better end race.
Let him go.
Yeah, let the drivers just crush your tires there. Absolutely. This is not the point of fighting.
Ooh,
When we get to those mediums, that's when we fight. You'd be surprised that chicane has a lot more forgiveness than you think it does.
I'm not trying that line. I know what my luck's like.
I wouldn't say try the line. I'm saying there's more forgiveness than you think there is.
I won the lottery last night, but I don't fancy risking that one.
So we'll box this lap. Just a piece to point out with the entry to this pit lane. It is very, very
Let him go.
poorly designed, for lack of better terms. I know.
Oh, yeah.
We, as part of our practice, was actually practicing getting into pit lane for a little bit, just because that 3-second penalty can punish really, really hard on top of it. And it's just, if you're just off on your line getting into the pit lane, you can actually punish yourself because of
it's gonna be really hard to warn hards.
Divider. Yeah. So go in cautiously. I'm not the only one going in this lap, which is perfect. With the partner coming out.
Yeah, I was swing a Lucasade while I wait.
In
7
and out,
laps of
fresh
full
boost,
push.
And we have to make sure we stay clean on the exit to avoid the other half.
Don't get in lines. Don't get in lines.
There we go. So now this is where we can push. This is where we make up the gap in front of us, and we just go.
We will be relying a little bit on a few mistakes.
Oh, of course, this whole track is about capitalizing on mistakes and minimizing yours at the same time. So really the whole goal of this first lap here is to warm up the tires, gain some track position, close that delta, and then from there we just kind of move our way through the track. You have to keep in mind, we started 12th. We came out of the pit 12th. We're at a net 0.
Yeah.
So we have really nothing to lose. Everything in front of us is just going to be pure gain. So,
the car didn't step out in there. Oh, hello, Grip. I've missed you. It is a race.
Yeah, that's going to be...
There you go, there it is. There's the slide. There's the slide.
I'll say the grip that you have is going to be probably for about 2 to 3 laps, and we're going to feel that 5-time tire for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So we just have to capitalize on this first half of this tire for sure. But because of how we positioned ourselves with this tire, we can push and not feel like we're getting punished because we gave ourselves a lap of buffer. So we can really go aggressive and not worry about tire saving because we kind of built that into this last year.
Yeah. As well, we were looking for purples and green and blues if we can. I doubt we're going to get purples with how fast the lobby is. But you never know.
Just keep on going. You never know what's
Yeah.
going to happen. Green and blues are always a good thing. It means we're just getting faster
I
ourselves.
hit that curb too hard.
It's fine. You get a penalty, you get a penalty, whatever. Like I said, this track will punish you for going too hard in certain spots. The whole measurement of this race is how do you recover and stabilize from those mistakes.
Well, the last thing I want to do here is invite the pressure behind.
Mm-hmm. So right now we have a big gap between us and the car and like a little mini pack in front of us. But that's because they are running on definitely older tires.
Yeah.
So and some of them are on slower compacts. Some of them are on the hards. So this race is not going to be a cluster of gaining of track position and of third place.
He's right
This
on me
is going to be
already.
us. I mean, you had a half-second penalty.
Yeah, I know. I just can't get it together.
So, nope, just keep on going. You guys could work together in these straights and these curves to catch up
He's
to the
got a
pack in
penalty.
front
He's
of
got a
you as well.
penalty. He must have a penalty for that. It was all 4 wheels off.
Don't worry about him. Focus in front. You're about to hit the technical section. Because having a partner right here is
He's
not
going to
bad.
overtake. He's going to
Because you
overtake.
both have it. So go behind him. Because you guys both need to claw 8 seconds in front of us. So there's no point of fighting if you guys both look at it.
So bad through that corner. No.
That's probably a penalty. If you kept the wheel on cool. Nope, you're good. He's just gonna go on the inside. He's gonna be sniffing. He's gonna be poking his nose.
That new Porsche does sound nice though.
Oh, it's such a beautiful car, and he has fun, so we can just kind of relax a little bit. He's just gonna be in the rear wheel for a little bit. And we just got another race best lap right there. We just need to keep our nose straight. Right now we're +2 in terms of overall race position. We said 10th would be good. 7th, 8th, 9th would be great.
Yeah.
We just need to see if we can. We'll just see if we can capitalize on anyone's mistakes. There's still plenty of race. And that was not okay. Yep, we see why. He has a 2.5 second penalty. We're going to be able to get that one spot back and see if we can get caught back to the 10th spot.
That was my fault. That was my fault, that incident. Let's go. Let's go.
Ooh, save. There we go. Good save. We have 3 laps after this. Let's see if we can get to that 10th spot. Ooh. That car barely kept the wheel on there.
I'm surprised to see a Viper here. Literally, the Viper only goes round one of the tracks in the series, and that was Deep Forest. It is not known for here. That's a line.
Ooh. That's where the chicane is on the shoe.
There you go. That's got good acceleration at least.
Okay, so let them serve the bell.
The beauty of doing Watkins Glen today is I know it's not in a Nations Cup.
Yeah.
And that's more open wheel racing. There's a lot of formulas coming to that one. We've got the 90s, early 90s and late 90s formula cars in 2 races. We've got the X2019s in a couple of races there as well. And it's going to be a proper mixed bag as usual for Nations.
Yeah, and that's a very different type of competition than the manufacturer for sure. Because the manufacturer, you get to determine what you want to drive. With the Nations, everyone's in the same vehicle. Maybe some tuning here and there, but not much.
Yeah.
And then, really from there, it's executing the race strategy, executing just being on the track, and seeing who can capitalize and who's mistakes.
This has gone horribly.
We're fine. We're still +1 race compared to when we qualified. Could we've done a little better? Yeah, but at the end of the day, as long as you get a higher spot than you qualified, you can ask for more.
Don't feel I'm going to get that though.
Here comes that Porsche, so
Yeah,
nice
I can't really defend it too much.
Not right now.
7 better. Ooh.
No, let him go by now.
I mean, he left me a ton of space. Too much space almost. I didn't know what to do with that.
So, we have a race for 11th on the last lap of the race, so let's just have fun with it.
Against the newcomer.
Yeah, we get to see the Porsche in action.
I can't wait to drive that on dailies.
Well,
I can't wait to drive it on dailies. I'm more excited for this to land the 296. Which I still haven't raced properly. I still haven't raced the 296 properly.
You've done like, what, 1 race with the 296?
When it come out on Spec 3 update day, that was it. I've not done anything else with it.
Yeah. Yeah, the 296 kind of fell a little bit. It didn't perform as well as a lot of people wanted it to. Now, we saw on Wednesday the 296 did really well by taking 3 of the top 4 spots for the car in the lobby here. But by all points and purposes here, this Porsche came up and was kind of hitting everyone's expectations. Everyone's super happy with it. And everyone is rightfully excited to be able to play with the play when it comes to daily races next week.
One of the things a lot of us have asked for, because the GT3 class, the TR3 class we call it Gran Turismo, is rather dated. There has been a lot of revisions in real life on a lot of cars. The Huracan's got an Evo. The 296 got an Evo before the 296 was in Gran Turismo. The new Porsche, which has finally arrived, there's an M4 rather than M6 for BMW. There's an updated AMG. There's an updated McLaren in real life. These cars were not coming to the game, and now they're finally giving us the updated GT3 cars. And they are great. Well, the Porsche are great. Mileage may vary on the 296 depending on who you are and how you drive. It has not been the showcase end to the series we wanted. But it's been a lesson of discovery to BMW at least. Our last call then, and to the line to pick up 12th in the final race of Watkins Glen. That's the Manufacturers' Cup Online Qualifiers 2026. I'm annoyed with myself, but it is what it is. Thank you, Dev, for joining us for the whole series, man. I really appreciate that. And looking forward to the Nations Cup review as well. And we'll see you guys next time for more Gran Turismo action. Take care.